Hi, hi, hello. Happy March, everybody. Welcome to another solo stream. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Anna, and this is our time here at the end of every month to have a nice, cozy work session together. So tell me how you are, how you've been, what you're working on tonight. I'm so excited to be here in March. We have so much more sunlight now at 7 o'clock, so hopefully I'm slightly better lit, not amazingly lit, but just slightly better. So let me know if you're here. Hi, James. Hi, Chloe. Hi, Amber. Hi, Mars. Hello. Hi, Malin. Color looks so good on you. You look so ready for spring. Thank you. I this weekend did the big project of switching my wardrobe and putting all my winter stuff downstairs and bringing all my summer stuff upstairs. So I'm very excited to be reunited with my summer clothes. This is like my favorite summer shirt that I kind of just toss over every outfit and I wear it all summer long, and I love looking like a traffic cone. So we're ready. I'm manifesting summer, which in Atlanta isn't hard to do. It's already very nice and beautiful. The UK is not ready for the wardrobe switch. Yeah, you probably have a few more weeks. My sister is coming to visit me in a few weeks from New England. And we're going to like a big family event. And she was like, "Do you think we should go get spray tans?" And I was like, I think I'll be all right. I'm already getting quite a lot of sun here in Atlanta. She was like, shut up. um, Chloe is doing My House of the Dead, a collection of haunted house in a haunted town. That sounds cool. Is it a collection of short stories? I would love to know. It is a beautiful day. Yeah, it's been very lovely today. I did not get to go outside today, which I'm a little sad about. But that's okay. Okay, it's a collection of novellas. That's very cool, Chloe. That's very cool. All right, well, let me know what you're going to be working on. For me, I am probably going to do some journaling on the first sprint, I think. I'm feeling very frazzled today. I don't know if that energy is coming across to y'all, but um, I had kind of a late work day and then I jumped right into a workout and then jumped right into the stream. So I'm like, "Lah." And I think I'd like a minute to chill out. So I think I'm going to journal. That's something I've been slacking on a little bit, but it is one of my 2024 goals, is to be more consistent about my journaling. So let's prioritize that. And then after that, I will be doing Project Gemstone revisions. Surprise, surprise. I'm sure you guys are sick of hearing me say that, but that's where we are. I am on chapter 15 tonight. I'm a little intimidated because it's a new chapter and I have quite a lot of notes on what needs to happen as far as the character arcs that I'm developing in this chapter, but I don't have my set pieces figured out yet. So I know like the emotional development that I want to happen and the information I need to drop, but I don't quite have like the A plot of what's going on in this chapter quite yet. So it might just be a lot of me staring off into space, but I really would love to figure out what those set pieces for this chapter are going to be tonight. So yeah, that is me. Let me see what you guys are up to. Tonight for Amber, still working on revisions on chapter 20 and excited about that. I've been on chapter 18 and 19 for about a week. I feel that like getting stuck on a chapter is kind of the most irksome feeling. So I'm happy that you got to move on. Um, yeah, summer clothes. Chicago went to 28 Fahrenheit last night. Yeah. I might be jumping the gun just a little bit, but I am manifesting nice weather. Yes, for Gaslight Gemstone Girl Boss, I am on chapter 15. I wanted to get to 18 by the end of March because that would be halfway. I have 36 chapters in the book, so 18. Um, I don't know if I'm going to get there because 15 is slowing me down, but we got pretty close and I'm happy with that. Asking for reasons. Mars, I'm doing some reading today. I picked up What Manner of Man, a serial about a priest and a vampire that gets quite spicy, and it is so beautifully written. What Manner of Man is such a great title because it sounds very proper, like a priest, but also kind of funny when you're thinking about supernatural and inhuman men. That's very funny. Thank you, Valen. Journaling about some choices, nano project or writing hiatus. I would love to know, what project are you thinking about for camp, I assume is what you're thinking about. Yeah, I'm also, well, not really doing camp. I'll be writing, I'll be working on my revisions, but I'm not really doing camp either. Mars has already read 10 chapters today. They're on the shorter side, so I'll probably get through a few more tonight. Awesome. Awesome. Almost at 5K in my second novella. Awesome job, Chloe. How long are the novellas on average? Because I know novella could mean quite a lot of different lengths. So let us know what you're aiming for. What manner of man is both a Bible quote and a Dracula quote, which I didn't realize until I started reading and the quotes were put at the start of the first chapter. Couldn't be more perfect. Couldn't be more perfect then. No way I'm doing camp this year. I'm going to be all out of words in April. Yes, I think you should be on a writing hiatus in April, especially since you're about to finish your draft. I'm sure you'll be ready for a break. All right, well, thanks for letting me know what you're up to tonight. I'll go ahead and get us into our sprint. If this is your first time here with me, I like to do shorter sprints, and I like to kind of keep them rolling on a little bit of a fast pace. So it'll probably be like only an hour and a half to 2 hour stream. And we'll start with a 15, and then it will ramp up from there, and then we'll have a cool down sprint at the end. So let me go ahead and get our first one up. Okay, here's our first 15-minute sprint, so good luck, everybody. All right, everybody. That's the end of our typing mouse sprint from Violet. So let me know how you did. I did well. I started my journal entry and didn't quite get to finish it, so I think I will finish it on the next sprint, but that's okay because my hand is kind of already hurting, so um, I don't mind taking a break. Let me get my banner down, and let's see. Um, Chloe let us know the zero drafts of the novellas are below 20K, but after editing, hopefully around 30 to 40. Nice. That's very substantial and very fun. You said they were all haunted houses in the same haunted town. That's so cool. I love that. Yes, that timer was by Writing Violet. Always a fave. Hi, Lindsay. Good evening or whatever. So cute, mousies. Thanks for being here. Yeah, okay, this is a favorite timer. I will remember. I will add this to the playlist more. Chloe got 315 words. Very good. I read a chapter and snuggled Gremlin because she came to bother me about food, even though she knows her dinner isn't until 8. I love so much that you named your cat Gremlin. Like, I think it's the funniest thing, and it suits her so well, based on the photos I've seen of Gremlin. I just absolutely love it. For Amber, reread chapter 18 and 19, and it needed work, but should be on chapter 20 next sprint. Okay, you're almost there. You're almost free. I believe in you. Hi, Adam. Thanks for joining. Just got back to the apartment with KFC. I'll be with you in a bit. Take your time. Take your time. No worries. All right. Well, if no one else has any updates, oh, here we go. Unfortunately, I can't take credit for the name. Both of our cats came with their names when we adopted them. Someone else named her Gremlin. Okay, well, I think you should take credit because you kept the name, and I think you should get credit for that. Um, my parents just adopted a puppy in 2023, a few months ago, actually. But his name was my father's name, so they could not keep the puppy's name. So I thought that was funny, just the idea of having two of my father in the same household of three. That would be funny. Sometimes I see pictures of her as a baby when we first got them, and I'm like, yeah, that's a gremlin. She looks almost normal now. Yeah. It's just her big eyes. She's such a unique looking cat. And she deserves a unique name, I think. Um, all right, very good. Um, well, I will just go ahead and get us rolling into our second sprint. I did say I like to keep them fast, so I pulled up some spring themed timers. Like I said, I'm manifesting warm weather. And let me know if you guys have any spring traditions, anything you like to do to mark the season of spring. I would love to know. And we will start on our 20-minute sprint. So we're just going to bump it up one notch, um, and we'll keep it rolling. So good luck, everybody. right, everyone. Beautiful work. That was our 20-minute spring timer. So let me know how that was for you. I kept journaling. I've got 3 pages written in my notebook, so that went well. My hand is definitely cramping. um, I think I'm almost done with it. I'll probably finish it up after the stream because I do actually want to do some writing tonight. So I think I'll leave that where it's at. Let me know how that went for you. Where is my cursor? First question of the night, I asked you what is your favorite springtime traditions, if I could speak. Um, and I think for me, I've just started them in the past few years now that we're living in this place here in Georgia. And so far, every year I have put ferns out in front of our house. Um, and so this year I was so eager to get the ferns up because I still had, this is embarrassing, but I still had like dead plants in the planters from wintertime. And I just hadn't had the motivation to clean out the planters and everything. So I figured I'm just going to wait until it's fern time. And I literally was watching all the temps like a hawk. Like the minute it looked like our last freezing temperature had passed, I went out to Home Depot and got the fern. So I'm very excited that those are hanging up now, and the front of the house looks nice and springy. And they're only a little upset with me because it's still a bit chilly, so they don't look like 100% happy, but they're gonna make it. It's okay. Um, we had Hudson join us. Hi, hello. And speaking of Hudson, actually, this is my other springtime tradition is that Hudson and I sometimes do like little poetry, like book clubs together in April for National Poetry Month. And so I always have the bug to read poetry in April, and I do want to make time for that next month. I don't think we have any formal plans to do something this year, Hudson, but I do want to read some poetry. So maybe on our stream next month, I'll prioritize some poetry reading, and that will be my task of the month. Adam said during spring, I'll do a mini splurge on fried chicken like I did today, and I'll put on one of Don Bluth's films. Then I open up a blank document and try to get new handfuls of story ideas onto the page from scratch. This will be the first year since the pandemic returning to these traditions, knowing that life has evolved and the world has changed and can inspire new things. Well said. And I love that you have a writing tradition for spring. It sounds very nice and refreshing and a nice view on things. Hi, Steve. Oh my gosh, what time is it in Norway right now? Hello, hello. Done with my beta reading goal of the day, so now I get to play around with scene cards and plot. Amazing. I'm very excited for you. I know you're kind of getting to the end of your story, maybe. I'm cheering for you. Chloe got 419 words. Nice job, Chloe. Nice job. Lindsay is handwriting some notes for my April Nano project. Let us know what you're working on. And obviously it's camp, so you get to set your own goal. What is the goal? What are we shooting for? So when you come back in April, I can ask you how it went. For Mars, got another chapter read, and oh boy, it was a heavy hitter. I'm very curious. I might have to check this out. Like Spicy Vampire just sounds great. Steek said my favorite springtime tradition is that my clinical winter blues yield. Yeah, amen to that. Amen to that. I feel like um, not necessarily like winter blues, but the time change really hit me hard this year. I don't know why. It just really took me like 2 weeks to feel like I was back feeling like myself and ready to wake up and go to sleep at normal times and be hungry at dinner time. And I know it's just an hour, but geez, I really hate the time change. Yes, this is a very good reason to be happy about spring. When the first warm day hits and you can feel your brain twang. Yeah, it's so true. It's like the first day where you get sun on your face and you're like, oh, everything is gonna be fine. Everything's great. And I love that so much. Um, every spring I'm just as surprised. Oh, that's why I was so meant to be for January, February. Makes sense. Yeah. February is tough, tough month all around. Well, I'm going to head off to bed since it's almost midnight. Oh, goodbye, Chloe. Thanks for stopping in while you could. You did awesome. Sleep well. Amber's spring tradition is swapping out my winter decorations. Did some good research for my chapter. Needed to research how both music and dance can help astronauts in space. This is part of my main character's science project. Wow, this is so cool. I'd love to know the research that helps astronauts in space. That's very cool. I love learning about astronauts. Like, I want nothing to do with it in my life, um, but I do find it very fascinating. And is this to do with helping them like regulate their blood pressure and things like that, and regulating to zero gravity? Um, I'd love to know. Very cool. I think my poetry goal is to write one more poem than last year, but also we should try reading a collection together. I think we should too. I have so many like collections set aside to be like, oh, I'm gonna read this someday. And I'm realizing like someday is not gonna come if I don't pick a time. And that's why I really like April being our poetry time because it's not gonna happen otherwise. Um, so let's do it. I don't think I mentioned the thing I'm reading is just something to know if you do look into it. Yep, still sounds super fun to me. Yeah, the time change. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Lindsay's Camp Nano project is part love story, part disaster story. 50K is the goal, but 30 would be lovely. Amazing, amazing, amazing. It's a first draft. Okay, good. I feel like I've decided I'm not gonna do nanos unless I'm doing first drafts, and that's when they work so well for me and it's so fun and I really enjoy the FOMO and the hype around that. And I've just realized like I need to stop trying to force revision projects into NaNoWriMo for me. Um, so I'm really happy you're on a first draft and you just get to like have fun. Yes. One of my favorite days of the year is the first morning I hear bird song. It always means spring is coming, and that just feels so special to me. I totally feel this. Um, when I am like in the middle of my winter blues, I go on YouTube and I look up birdsong from where I grew up. And I specifically look up where you grew up because you'll recognize the birds like that were in your yard growing up and you'll recognize the different calls. And it will make you emotional, but maybe in a good way. I'm unsure of my writing for April. I'd either go back to Space Dragons to work on draft 2 or work on the brain rot project that's been living in my head rent free for weeks. I don't know which direction to advise you with this, Mars. I feel like it's good to finish things. Um, if you feel like you still need a break from Space Dragons, can you do like some outlining or brain dumping for the brain rot project? And maybe that will kind of like scratch that itch. Um, but I don't totally yeet off in the other direction. Um, have you read Kayla Kemper's Stories That Told Me? I've been enjoying those poems. She really wears her heart on her sleeve. Well, thank you for the recommendation, Adam. I have not read it. I've not read a lot of poetry, like, period. Um, but I will definitely add this to my list because I love really accessible poetry, and it sounds like that's what this is. I don't really like poetry that is so kind of dense with symbolism that it's really hard to even know what the poet is intending, kind of like mid-century poetry I really struggle with. So number one needs to be accessible, and sounds like this is. Oh, hello, Eva. Thanks for joining. What did I do that was clever? The bird song? Yes. I don't know if it's clever so much as just desperate. um, Act 2, not draft 2. Okay, well then I will tell you to keep going. Finish the draft. You can do it. You can scratch the edge of the brain rot, but don't give up. Main character needs to link skills and experiences gained from dance and music to how it could help in outer space. For a musician, it could be fine motor skills for playing and working on equipment in space. For dancers, it's the spatial awareness they have and how they can use that as an astronaut to navigate through space. Very cool. Very cool. I can definitely see why dancers would do excellently in zero gravity because just I think it requires a certain amount of grace. And maybe they have to teach those astronauts how to be a little more graceful. You already have an outline for the Brain Robert project. Okay. Well, maybe you can make a Pinterest board. Maybe you can make a playlist. Um, maybe you could like plot out the first 3 chapters just to get it a little out of your head. I'm not sure. I don't know if this is good or bad advice. All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for sharing your springtime traditions. I'm going to go ahead and pull up our longest sprint of the night. This is a 25-minute sprint. Do, do, do. We're going to do a perfect Pomodoro, some nice calming waters. So good luck, everyone. This is our long focus sprint. So get writing. Wow, sorry everyone. I got really sucked into my scene and didn't realize that the break was up. So that was our longest sprint of the night. I hope it went well for you. It was very good for me. Um, I got, let me see here, a couple hundred words down, so that's good. Um, I still don't really know where the scene is going or where this chapter is going and what those A plots are going to end up being, but I think I just need to trust that I will figure it out. And I'm going to pants a little bit, and that seemed to work well for my zero draft. I never really had very much of a plan, so we're just going to keep going and hope that something comes about in the end. Um, so let me know how that went for you. Let me scroll back in the comments here. We had some poetry talk, which I'm so happy about. Um, Steek said, I really have been listening to Mary Oliver's I Have Decided poem on Female Poet Society on Instagram. Do recommend that account if you want to follow some poetry accounts. Yes, I am writing this down. Um, I would love to follow that account. Um, I'm not on Instagram on my phone, but I do get on it on my iPad from time to time. And one poetry account that I really love is called Poetry is Not Luxury, or Poetry is Not a Luxury. I'm not sure exactly which one. But it's like every third or fourth poem that they post is like a life-altering poem to me. And I really love it. And yeah, Instagram poetry accounts are kind of my new favorite way to consume poetry, which is very interesting. Amber let us know that Dr. Mae Jemison is an astronaut who was a dancer, which is super awesome. And that is, yeah, Mary Oliver is a big fave. And Mars said, my favorite poem at the moment is The Orange by Wendy Cope. And Mars, I'm so happy you said this because this is also my favorite poem at the moment. um, I loved it so much. I heard about it on a podcast that I listened to. And I know it's like everyone's favorite poem, but it's for a good reason. It is a stunningly simple but good poem. And I loved it so much that I made like a poster out of it so I could hang it in my house because I just want to read it every single day, um, and just remind me how nice the little things in life could be. So I'll show you the little like poster that I made. um, so you can, I think you would appreciate this. And if you will, let me share. Um, Hopefully you can see. This is what I made out of the poem The Orange by Wendy Cope. So this is hanging in my house now because I just love it so much. Um, and I don't think Michael is here tonight, so we're not going to read a poem at the end of the stream, which is usually our tradition. So let's go ahead and just read this poem because I think it's worth it. And if you haven't read this poem before, I hope you love it. But it's called The Orange. At lunchtime, I bought a huge orange. The size of it made us all laugh. I peeled it and shared it with Robert and Dave. They got quarters and I had half. And that orange, it made me so happy, as ordinary things often do. Just lately, the shopping, a walk in the park. This is peace and contentment. It's new. The rest of the day was quite easy. I did all the jobs on my list and enjoyed them and had some time over. I love you. I'm glad I exist. I mean, I just love it. It just really speaks to how I feel here in this phase of my life where I finally feel like I have my 2 feet on the ground and I just get to enjoy the little things in life, and I'm so grateful for that. So thank you for indulging me. I hope you enjoyed. Steek said, I find her voice so soothing. Mary Oliver, I'm guessing, or maybe Wendy Cope. I've been meaning to get a collection of her poems or something. Do you have any to recommend? And Mars recommended Wild Geese and Felicity. She also has a craft book called A Poetry Handbook that I find very well written. So thank you both for that. And I asked you all during the sprint, Q1 is coming to a close. What's something you're proud of so far this year, big or small? And for me, there's a lot of things. I've started a lot of good habits this quarter that I'm very happy with. But I think the one that I'm very excited about right now is that I got back into regular monthly posting of videos. Very happy about that. I was kind of sad that I was struggling to post and make videos at the end of last year. So I'm happy that we're out of the YouTube slump, and it's been really nice seeing you all every month as well. Um, so yeah, that was my thing. Adam said, this is a dark one, so bear with me. Throughout February and March, there were conflicts impacting my mental health, people who were making me feel like trash. But I'm proud that I stopped getting angry at myself and that I worked steadily to a calmer place. Instead of ending it all, for a while I was angry and upset, and it was winter, but it feels better now. Oh, I'm proud of you too, Adam. I'm proud of you for getting through it and for arriving here at spring with us. I'm very sorry for that, but good job. And Lisa arrived. Hi, Lisa. Once we finish checking in with the comments, we're going to go and do our closing sprint, which is 10 minutes. It's a short sprint. Short sprint. Sorry, everyone. It is a short sprint, unfortunately, so I hope that's okay. Lisa said, I've been in a similar season of people making me feel like crap and having to work through that. For me, it's more about not internalizing it. It's good to hear that you're feeling better. That's a great point, Lisa. The more isolated you are by circumstances, the more internal everything feels. Then it's very much a danger of losing awareness with the outside world. It is very hard to maintain perspective when you're isolated, and very easy to actually get more and more isolated. Oh, I'm glad you guys are here and engaging online. I hope this is one way of not being isolated. This sounds really hard, Adam. I'm glad that you're through this and on the other side of it. And I'm glad you're having, an emotional spring as well as a real spring. And thank you for sharing, and thank you for being here. Oh, yeah. And nothing is so terrible as your brain claims. Our brains are really good at overinflating things. For Lisa, something I'm super proud of this year is I've read 5 whole books already, which is huge for me. That is amazing, Lisa. I love this for you. Love this for you. Steve Prue's poetry collection's not outlining. Sorry, I feel like I probably was the cause of this distraction, but I think it was a worthy one. Lindsay got 120 words typed. Lisa was stream hopping. All right, I forgive you. I forgive you. For Mars, no reading. I fed the cats, then got some ice cream, chocolate chip cookie dough, and then watched a little YouTube. Mars, you just reminded me that I also have cookie dough ice cream in my fridge. I forgot all about it until just now. It's the little things. Once again, back to the orange. It's the chocolate chip cookie dough. I love you. I'm glad I exist. you know? I've only discovered a little of her poetry, but some of it is super impactful, and I love that for you. Hi, Grape. Oh, thank you. Mwah. Thank you. And bought her collection Devotions. Amazing. Please let me know what you think of it, Steve. I want to keep the poetry discussion rolling like top of mind. Yeah. I'm so glad that you also appreciate it. The title of my Tumblr blog has been I Love You, I'm Glad I Exist for probably years at this point. Wow. I mean, A plus, A plus. That's a great Tumblr title. Got some love for the poem. I'll drop it in the Troublemakers Discord if anybody feels like they want to print it out or edit it or do something else with it, as you wish. I named the spaceship in my soap opera after her. Oh my gosh, that's such a cool idea to name your ship after a real astronaut. Amazing. Yeah, literally, I've read this poem like 80 million times, and it still makes me want to cry when I read it. Um, eh, yeah, it's such a simple poem, and yet big impact. Yeah, snaps. I'm glad you liked it, Lindsay. A poem is like a very slow but thoughtful day that happens, and every now and then you revisit it. Yeah, it's kind of like paying attention and just being present. It's one thing that I return to when the big things get rough because it reminds me that the little things are always there to help me through the days. Yeah. And then you tell a friend about that day and realize they've had a day like that too. Yeah, exactly. Hi, Autumn. Thanks for joining. We're kind of wrapping up our stream, so I'm sorry we just have one little baby sprint left, but thank you so much for joining us. I don't think I've read a whole book since before November, then from the end of February to now I've read 5. This is very similar to how I read as well. I will go through spurts where I never pick up books and then suddenly I get the bug and I read like 3 books in a row. So this is me as well. Had to go see JC and friends too, you know. Yeah, you do. You do. You're a lovely supporter and I appreciate that. Oh, that's very sweet. Thank you. Yeah, you're not alone, Adam. You're seen and heard. You woke up today. I woke up today. There's a reason for that. Thank you, Kayla. Thank you for saying that. I will post it. I will post it. Um, and hi, Moses. Thank you so much for being here. I'm currently editing the 3rd draft of my first book and trying to get it ready to send to beta readers for the first time. I have never felt so nervous. Moses, that's awesome. Oh my gosh, you're at such an amazing milestone and you have a lot to be proud of. Um, and if there's anything we can do to support you, let us know. Do you already know how you're going about finding your beta readers? Um, do you need any support putting together your questionnaire? I'm just so excited for you. This is an awesome step that is scary, but so exciting too. It's really exciting. Yeah, way to go. Yes, it's a big step, but you're gonna level up to the sky once you take that step. Um, all right. Okay, everyone. So thank you so much for everything that you all shared. And thank you for indulging me with my poem. Yeah. Oh, we met another Kayla with an H. Amazing. Amazing. Oh, Lisa, do you have some huge news? I'll wait on the sprint if you would like to share. You're leaving us all in suspense. I'm waiting. Yeah, it's a huge step, Moses. Um, well, while Lisa is typing, I'm gonna get our last sprint pulled up. So our last sprint is a 10-minute sprint. It's just a cool down sprint, just to kind of tie up any loose ends, make notes for ourselves, remember what we were doing for next time, etc., etc. And kind of my little tradition is on the last sprint of the night, you can also share in the chat a line that you wrote that you're very proud of, that you worked on tonight, and that you just want to share or you think is funny. Um, and if you don't want to share a line, just tell me one good thing that happened to you this week. In the spirit of the orange poem, you can see why this is my philosophy. In the spirit of Wendy Cope, please share one good thing that happened to you this week while we're doing our wrap up sprint. So Lisa's big news is not writing related, but guess what? I tried a new procedure for my disability and it's reduced my pain by more like 50%, which means that I now have a regulated body and energy, which means guess what? Lots is coming this year because now I can move around normally. That is my good thing for the week. Wow, Lisa, this is more than like your good thing for the week. This is good thing for the year, good thing for the month. I'm so excited for you. And I'm proud of you for going after it. You know, getting solutions to health problems is so intense sometimes, and it takes a lot of work and patience, and you deserve it. I'm so happy about this. Yay! That's amazing. Um, There's even a moment where I felt like it was reduced by 90%, but still, what even? Amazing. I hope it continues working well. I'm so happy for you. I have a deep internal sense of calm, like a comfort in my body I haven't had in so long. Oh, oh my God, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Oh my gosh. All right. Lisa, thank you so much for sharing that. I love hearing positive things like that. Um, and we're so happy for you. Okay, so everybody, let me hear your one good thing or your favorite line, and hopefully you can use this cool down sprint to get everything in a good place for your next writing session. Good luck. right, everyone. That's the end of our cooldown sprint. All right, how did we do? That was good for me. I just kept working on my scene a little bit, just tinkered with it. Um, I think I probably got like maybe 300 or 400 words for the stream, which isn't a ton, but I'm happy with it. I'm glad that I kind of broke the ice on this chapter, because now it's not a blank page. And that's always ideal. Um, we got some love for Lisa. We are so happy for you. Feeling the love and beauty of life. Yeah, this is the sappy stream. I don't know. Is it me? Am I the problem? It's me. I promise this doesn't always happen, but it does happen sometimes. Mars's one good thing for the week is for sure my reading journal setup. I decided to go as pink as possible, and it's just an explosion of it on the pages. That sounds really fun. I love picking a color and just like going all out. That sounds really fun. I think my good thing, I think, is I'm very excited because I am finally gonna make some progress on redoing this office. And I'm so like happy and grateful that I get to do that. But I have some fun things arriving tomorrow to try and start putting this room together. And I'm so excited. My sister's coming to visit next month, and I kind of want to have this room really fun and pretty when she comes. So I'm feeling very excited for that. Um, Thank you for celebrating with me, friends. I shared that out of excitement, but also realize y'all have been with me for a long time and would appreciate the hugeness of this. We definitely do. We're so excited for you, Lisa. I hope this just continues to get better and better and better. And so proud of you for going after your health like that and doing the procedure, which I'm sure was not fun. Um, but amazing things are coming. That's awesome. I used to have such bad hip pain that I had to sit down like every few minutes, but now they barely hurt at all. I'm about to become an athlete or something. This is amazing. That's great news. For Adam, it's a piece of dialogue for a TV series that'll get pitched to networks at some point. Fingers crossed. And the line goes like this: "It wasn't your choice to be my son, and I didn't choose to be your father. We keep getting conned out of choosing things, don't we? But don't worry about it. I, for one, like how it turned out. You exist, Jake. You existing is a much better outcome than I expected. Hell, I'd trade this whole property and assets for 2 more lifetimes, having a kid like you." Oh, that was so sweet. I, that was really sweet. I'm picturing like, um, this is giving like Red Dead Redemption vibes. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm just getting cowboy vibes from this, but I love it. Hi, Michaela. Mwah. Thanks for coming. Good things this week, catching part of the stream, and finally getting back into reading after anxiety has kept me unable to focus. I finished a book in 2 nights. Oh, well, I'm so sorry about the anxiety. Like, ugh, those are just the worst weeks. But I'm so glad that you found something to make it a little better. And I'd love to know what book this is because 2 nights, that's awesome. It must have been a really good book. um, Mars is starting their nightly routine, so we gotta wrap it up. Steeg opened the document, all ready for tomorrow. Yep, that counts. That counts. Oh, sorry, Adam, I missed the end. The world would probably try to call me out of that too, and then I'd find out what it's like to punch the world in the face. I love that. Thank you for the stream. A lovely time as always. Thank you for coming. Oh, thank you, Bars. That's very sweet. Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you for coming. Grape said, no new lines written today, but I've been reading over my last Six of Craw project and rediscovered a side character I've fallen in love with. Amelie Ford was a vision clad in cowhide. It's been quite some time, she started as she removed her hat and crossed it over her chest. A cheeky smile played at the edge of her lips. Oh my gosh, is this the first time I've gotten a line from Grape? A whip sneak peek? I love this. Clad in cowhide. Speaking of cowboy vibes, this is amazing. I love this. Did you come to break my heart again? Stop! I love this. So good. I love her already. Yeah, I'm obsessed with Amelie Ford. She's my patron saint. I love her. I would do anything for her. Yeah, my inbox is open, please. All right. Wow. Thank you guys so much for sharing all your favorite lines and your good things. Yeah, I'm totally falling in love with Amelie. Um, and thank you all so much for coming and having a sappy stream with me, but I hope it was uh, still productive. I hope you still got some cozy productivity in. I love ending my month with you all. You are such a bright spot. Um, non-toxic ex-fiancés. You're just making me more curious about this. Um, so as far as stuff coming up on the horizon, let me see. April's going to be busy, and I hope you guys are ready for some more streams. We are doing a Lazy Gang stream on my channel on the 14th of April. We're going to do our regular solo stream the last Wednesday of April as usual. And then I believe I am participating in Michael's Writertown Junction the last weekend of April, very last weekend. So be on the lookout for that. There will be many, many, many streams. And so that will be a great time. Hopefully I will be posting a writing vlog. Gasp, who knew? Probably in the next couple of days. It'll definitely be up by the end of March. It's going to be like kind of a quarter one writing vlog. I'm very excited about it. I'm probably maybe like 60% of the way through editing it. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm very happy to finally be posting a writing vlog after several not writing vlogs. So keep on the lookout for that. But otherwise, yeah, I'll just wish you all such a good night and a happy April, a healthy April. I hope your spring continues to be so lovely. And I'll see you next time at the end of April. Bye, everyone. Bye.